YouTube, rhianaB here. I literally just woke up. It's almost 11 o'clock in the late morning, early afternoon, however you want to describe it. I look a mess. I mean, it definitely looks like I just woke up. But we are currently on I'm currently on day of somewhere between like 6 or 14 days on quarantine since all of this corona stuff started happening. The thing is, like, I hadn't left the house, or I hadn't even left our neighborhood, because I went to class on March 12th, and that was the last time I ever, like, went anywhere, so that was almost 2 weeks ago, and then the last time I actually left our physical house was to go to a neighbor's house and watch Survivor. So, yeah, I really don't know technically what day I'm at on quarantine, but I've been doing pretty okay with the whole, social distancing thing, so that's great. And my mom's really the only one who's been leaving the house the most. My dad's has been staying at home, you know, so it's just crazy what's going on right now in the world. I'm trying my best to stay productive. I had a couple of days this past weekend of me being very emotional just about everything going on and my own personal stress, and it's been a little crazy, but hopefully I'm going to try to get back into motivation, especially since now my hometown in Missouri is now on shutdown. We are supposed to stay at home for 30 days, which I did the math. So I won't be able to really do anything until April 24th or 25th, so literally a month away. I'm gonna go crazy. So today's gonna be my first day of being productive, so it's actually not that terribly bad weather-wise outside, so I might go out for a run. We are allowed to leave our homes to go out for exercise as long as it's outside, and we're not in a heavily populated space, which, given this whole situation, I highly doubt that many people are getting exercise. I don't know, though. But I'll go out for a run today. But I need to get food in me first. And then after that, I do have a plan for today, so we'll see how that works, and I will take you guys along for the ride. This is going to be a little weird doing literally an at-home vlog. I do not do at-home vlogs really at all, unless it's like a holiday, because I think the last time I did this was Christmas. But that was like 2 years ago at this point, so. Anyway, let's get started with our day, shall we? Alright guys, I'm back. I'm all dressed. I look very strange. My hair is all pulled back with my Survivor buff, and then just my hood. I look so weird, but I'm going out for a run, so I'm not going to bother with that. Anyway, I'm going to go out and get some food. Also, if you guys hadn't noticed, I switched over to my vlog camera, so, let's see, what do I want to eat? I usually eat pretty light, before I go out on any sort of exercise, so let's see here. So this is where we're having a lot of our fruit, so, we have some apples, yeah, there's more underneath here, I think, yeah, there's some little oranges, we have bananas, which I'll take a banana, and then, we actually been pretty okay with the grocery situation, like in here, yeah, it's like, oh god, the lighting is terrible. Anyway, but it's like we have a crap ton of ketchup packets, so we're fine on that. We've got some meats, like a burger, some chicken, jelly. We need more eggs. Hopefully we can get more eggs at some point. We have some veggies, we've got cheese, some like lunch meat. And then, like, not much milk, we have butter, so, yeah, we've been pretty okay with the grocery situation, and, like, we have bread, which I know for some people it's been hard to find bread, but, like, our pantries are full over here, you know, so we're pretty okay with the food situation. Actually, let me grab one of these little things here. So these are really good little like flavored fig bars. I like having those just to give me a snack. But one thing I didn't do last night, I'm gonna go over to my water area here, and I'm gonna hit hot water You probably can't see that. It's supposed to say 110 on it, but I'm gonna heat up some water, and then this is our spice cabinet, and I'm gonna grab some apple cider vinegar because I didn't drink my I usually drink a cup of warm apple cider vinegar before I go to bed, but since I went to bed so late last night, I just didn't even bother with it. So I'm gonna put you guys somewhere. Let's try that. Okay. Where are my things at? Okay, so I just have a little cup like this. Then you're gonna take, let me scoop you guys back a bit actually. Okay, so you're gonna take a teaspoon and organic apple cider vinegar, and then I put 2 teaspoons of this into my cup. You can do 1 if you don't want to do a lot, but I do 2 just because it gives me more benefits. So basically the glass should have that much in it. But I do this mostly just to help with my digestion, my skin. Like, I haven't had that many breakouts since I started drinking this. So it's good for your gut and your skin. And also, I've actually lost a bit of weight, which is pretty crazy that I think I've lost about 20-ish pounds in the last year or so. Maybe 2 years, I haven't really kept track, but I've been losing weight, and I think part of it is because of this. So, oh, that is the time. Okay, so we're going to go back over here, and then I'm going to turn this on. Hopefully you guys can see the screen a tad bit better, but I'm going to fill this up to about 8 ounces, which is a full glass. Okay, so I'm going to take this back over here, and then I'm just going to mix it up. And that's it. Now the thing is with this is that it does not taste good, so I have to like plug my nose and I have to chug it down because it does not taste good, but it's got more benefits than just the taste, so I can just easily chug it down. Okay, let's do it. Okay, so that's it for that. I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna refill my my Tervis, and then I need to grab a water bottle because I always take like a water bottle with me whenever I go running, just because my throat gets so dry. And since it's been actually humidity hasn't been too terrible recently, so it may not be too bad, but I always take water with me. I'm gonna fill that up. I'm gonna eat my food, and then I'm probably gonna go out for my run here in about an hour, maybe an hour and a half, just to have my food settle. And then, yeah. Hi guys, I'm back. So I went for a run, took me about 20 minutes, and apparently I have lost a lot of my stamina since this whole thing started, because I did not do nearly as many like run sprints as I normally do. I almost choked on water. So a little bit of a rough run, but at least I got some exercise today, which is good. I'm all cleaned up, changed of clothes, took my hair down from my pigtails, and now it actually looks semi-presentable. I even put on tinted moisturizer today because this is the only semblance of makeup that I have worn in the last 2 weeks. So I feel a bit freshened up today. But anyway, on with the rest of the day, and I'm actually going to take you guys back to my kitchen, and we're going to get started with my main goal of the day. Alright guys, we're back in the kitchen. So what I'm actually going to be doing is I'm going to be making a birthday cake for my mom. Her birthday is actually tomorrow, but since we're supposed to be on lockdown starting tomorrow, I figured I'd go ahead and make her a birthday surprise, early birthday surprise. And the cool thing about this cake recipe that I'm going to try is that there is no egg, no butter, and no milk. So if you don't have that, or if you don't have as much of whatever ingredient that I just listed in your refrigerator, you can try this and you can have a cake all ready to go. So I already have all of my stuff out here, and I also already have a pan. This is a little over 9 inches in diameter. It's already lined with parchment paper and the sides are all greased, so hopefully this will plop straight out. But we're going to go ahead and get started. So in a kind of a smallish bowl, I'm going to take some flour, and I'm going to need 1.5 cups. Actually, let me go ahead and just use these. We have so many measuring cups, I don't know why. So 1 cup, and then 1/2. Okay. So I'm going to go ahead and do this. Make sure it's even because baking is very finicky. So I'm just going to take some sort of flat attachment, and then hopefully you can see this, I'm just going to even it out like that. So 1 cup, 1 cup. And same thing with the 1/2 cup, and then measure it flat again. Okay. Also, I might leave this recipe in the description below, so if you want to make this yourself, you can. Just look in the description and see what the recipe is like, so maybe you could do it at home. I just made a mess of flour everywhere. Great. Okay, and now I'm going to go ahead and take some sugar, just regular white granulated sugar. You're going to take the cup, yet again, you're going to get a cup of sugar, quite a bit of sugar. Okay, 1 cup, sweet. And then we have this little measuring spoons, and I'm going to take the teaspoon, and you're going to need a teaspoon of baking soda. I don't know if I'll be able to get this in here. Hold up. Ooh, I'm making a mess. I should be doing this over the sink, but I'm doing it for you guys. So a teaspoon of baking soda, put that in here as well. Okay. And then we need a 1/2 teaspoon of salt. So 1/2 teaspoon, it's this one right here. This is the salt. This will be a little easier to get into. Try to be... Ah! And this is what happens when you don't do this over the sink, everybody. Okay. 1/2 teaspoon of salt. Okay. Okay, so all of our dry ingredients are in the bowl. Now I'm going to take some sort of I'm using the whisk, but you can use something like a spatula if you want. But I'm going to go ahead and mix it all. Ooh, I need to be careful. Here, let me get a little closer to the camera so you guys can see. But you're just going to mix it up like this, just to get everything well combined. Okay, so everything is well combined in the bowl. Now I'm going to pour the dry ingredients into the pan right here. This goes against a lot what I usually do with baking. I normally do the wet ingredients first and then you add the dry, but this is kind of reversed. So we're going to go ahead and pour this in here. Okay. Alright, so now I'm going to go ahead and take just a little paddle spatula. I'm going to spread all this around so it covers the whole pan. So this is what the pan should look like. Now what you're going to do now is you're going to make 3 different mounds or depressions into the dry. So I'm going to make a small one up here, another small one over here, and then a big one down toward the bottom, like this. I'm gonna move this around a little bit so it doesn't make a huge mess in the pan. So, okay. So it should kind of look like this. It kind of looks like a face, to be completely fair. Okay, so now we're gonna do our wet ingredients. So the only wet ingredients we're gonna be using is pure vanilla extract. We have vegetable oil, and then we have white vinegar, which is what's going to help the cake to rise and to keep its structure. Actually, the oil will also help with the structure too. So for the white vinegar, so we're going to go back to our measuring spoons. We're going to take 1 teaspoon, 1 teaspoon of the white vinegar. Teaspoon is right here. Okay, I put way too much in the spoon. I had to measure it out. So you're going to take your teaspoon of white vinegar and you're going to put that in one of the smaller depressions in the dry ingredients, like that. Now you're going to take your vanilla extract. You're going to need, where are you? 1.5 teaspoons. So half teaspoon. Sorry, I keep, my phone, the recipe's on my phone and it's on low battery, so I keep like pushing the screen to make it not go away. Alright, so 1.5. This is quite a bit of vanilla. Even I will admit to that. Okay, 1. Oop, that got a little messy. 1 and then 1/2. Okay. Right, 1.5 teaspoons. And the vanilla is also going into the other small mound. So it's like 1 ingredient per mound. Okay. And then finally, we are going to need 5 tablespoons of vegetable oil, and all of the vegetable oil is going to go into the bigger mound or depression. So I'm going to do that. 1. Okay, so this is what it should look like. The vinegar is right here, vanilla extract right here, and then the vegetable oil is down here. Now it really does look like a weird face. Like, this is the mouth and the tongue sticking out, and these are both of the eyes. There's even a little, there's even a thing right there that could be like, I don't know, a glow off the eye. Anyway, so the last thing we're gonna do is you're gonna take, oh boy, I gotta be a little careful. You're gonna take a cup of water, and you're gonna pour it into the pan here. Alright, so here's the water, and then we're going to just pour it all over. There we go. Okay. And then, just to start off, I'm going to use the whisk attachment, and I'm just going to mix it. Okay, so this is mixed up decently okay, but now I'm going to take the paddle spatula here and I'm going to really mix it up together to get the corners, make sure everything is well combined, and then this way we can put it in the oven. Alright, so this is what it should look like. So now we are going to take this, move it over to the oven. Your oven should be set at 350 degrees. And we're going to go ahead and put this in. Put it on the middle rack. Right there. Okay, put it in. I'm going to turn the light on so I can just check out how it's doing. And then you're going to cook it for 35 minutes. Okay guys, so while the cake is in the oven baking, we're gonna go ahead and make the frosting. So this is actually the Betty Crocker vanilla buttercream recipe, so it's easy to Google up, or if you have any Betty Crocker stuff at home, they may have the recipe on it. But anyway, we're gonna go ahead and measure off 3 cups of powdered sugar, quite a bit, but frostings usually take a lot of powdered sugar to begin with, so I'm gonna go ahead and do that. Alright, sugar's in, and I've made another mess, but hey, it's baking, what can you do? So I have 1/3 of a cup of softened butter, or technically it is 5 1/3 of a tablespoon, or something like that. It looks like this. You're gonna go ahead and put this into the mix as well. That's it. And then we're gonna go ahead and have our stand mixer on hand. Gonna put this in here. Okay, and then I'm gonna use the whisk attachment to make it more light and fluffy. And then one trick I do, because powdered sugar tends to just fly everywhere, I'm gonna take a towel and put that in there, lock it, and then I'm gonna wrap the towel around the stand mixer so that it won't go flying all over the place. So let's go ahead and turn it on to the lowest speed. Okay, so now while this is mixing, I'm going to take our vanilla extract, and we need 1.5 teaspoons of that as well. Same thing with the cake. Okay, so the last thing we're going to do is this is kind of up to you and how your frosting is looking, but we're going to take some milk, and it says you can use one or 2 tablespoons of milk in your frosting. Now the more milk you add, it's going to make it more like liquidy and a little bit more loose of a frosting compared to it being stiff. So I'm just going to do 1 for now. I'll let this keep going, and then if it looks like I need to add more milk, I can just do another tablespoon of milk. Okay, so sadly, this is not looking so great, so I'm gonna try to do another tablespoon of milk and see if that helps. I hope that I don't have to do this over again, but if I have to, then I have to, so yeah. But anyway, let's take a look at the cake over here. So this is what it's looking like right now. If you can see, it's a little dome-shaped. So, not quite what I expected for it to look like, but I'll make it work the best I can. Anyway, back to this. Okay, and now I'm going to use this little guy right here. This is in violet. I think this will help deepen the color a little bit more. I haven't actually used this yet, so I'm going to use this. I'm going to use the knife to break this bad boy open. So that actually make it a little bit bigger. Okay, actually I've got a little bit on the knife here, so I'll go ahead and just put this in the frosting. So I will put it like right here on the whisk attachment, and let's see what that helps with the color. Hey guys, so it's been a couple of hours later. I found out that this cake, because it's pretty much all baked and I even frosted some of it already, it's a little too thin. It's big enough, but it's not thick enough, so I actually made another another cake here, and what I'm gonna do is I'm going to take this is a bread knife. You can see the serrated edges, hopefully. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to take the cake out of the pan and I'm going to cut the front top here, because this is the one that's more round, so we can make it even and we can put it on top of this right here. So I'm going to do that and then I will show you the aftermath here in a second. Okay guys, so it's been a minute, not with this part of the cake, but just the overall thing. I did not expect this to take this long, but we're here now. So this is the cake. So as you can see, it's a 2-layer, and there's some frosting here in the center. Also my nice little cake turntable here. So what I'm gonna do is I need to frost this, and we're using this frosting. I made another batch of frosting. Hopefully this is enough to cover all of this, because I really am not looking forward to making possibly another batch of frosting for this, but if I have to do it, I have to do it. But at least the cake turned out good. But I'm gonna go ahead and frost this, and I also have some spatulas. This is a bigger spatula here, and then I have a smaller one right here. So I'm gonna use those to frost this cake, and hopefully we can get down to decorating and this cake shall be done. Fingers crossed. Okay, so apparently this is the only way I can get in this shot, but this is the cake. It's all fully frosted with the white frosting. Now I'm going to take the extra purple that we use in the center. I'm going to decorate this and write happy birthday. Don't really know what I'm doing decoration-wise, but we'll figure it out as we go along, so pray for me. So this is what the cake looks like. I have to say, given how long this took, I'm pretty happy with it. Hopefully it will taste okay. I already tried the cake portion because I've got extra like in this little thing right here. But hopefully this will taste good with the frosting and all this frosting as well. The last thing I'm going to do is I'm just going to put my mom's name on the cake, and I've got very little frosting left, so hopefully I'll have enough. Her name's not too long though, so I should be fine. But yeah, the cake is pretty much all finished. Oh boy. I need to take a nap after this. I'll see you guys in a little bit when I get this done, and then when I get this whole entire kitchen cleaned up, because oh god, this kitchen's a mess. It is Survivor night, everybody, and as always, I am taking notes. If you've always wondered what my notes are for when I do my reviews, also I have PewDiePie on my phone right now. I'm watching that on commercials, but these are what my notes look like. They are usually about one page, maybe one full page front and back. Just kind of depends on what's all in the episode, how much I want to talk about, and since I don't go super in depth with episodes anymore, or at least I don't do episode by episode, I don't always take super crazy notes now, but I just take enough for me to get through a review. So I'm gonna get back to watching this because we're already at challenge time. Okay guys, so Survivor's over. One of my favorites went home. Or I shouldn't say go home. They got eliminated, and they were one of my favorites left. Ugh. But anyway, I'll talk more about Survivor when the season is actually over, so I won't talk about that in this vlog. So anyway, I have a question for you guys. Since I'm on lockdown for the next 30 days, and I technically have a couple more days left of my spring break since it got extended by another week, I have more time to do YouTube stuff. So what do you guys want to see on my channel? I have a couple of ideas of stuff I want to do and possible other options that are just in my head and things I've wanted to do. Yeah, so just let me know. You can leave them down in the comments below. I will also put up polls on my social media. You can check those out in the description down below to my Twitter and my Instagram, since those are my public accounts. Let me know what you want to see, because I might have more time to do stuff since I can't leave home, and I want to try to get back into a steadier pace with YouTube, and I could definitely use some help with ideas. So please let me know any of your opinions about what you want to see on my channel for the foreseeable future. So yeah, but anyway, it has been a long day. I am very, very tired, and I do need to actually get this video edited, so I need to do that tonight. So thank you guys so much for tagging along with my quarantine vlog. I don't know if I'll do really any more of these. We'll just have to wait and see on what happens, but I am hoping to be productive and busy and just not to panic. That's the thing. During a time like this, panic is never a good thing. Definitely being aware of what's going on is important, but don't let it overwhelm you. I've already had a couple of days where it has overwhelmed me, and it did not make me feel that great. So just be calm, be safe, be smart, and be hygienic. Those are like the 4 main words. But those are the things I've been trying to tell myself. Just stay productive, stay busy, don't think about the really bad things, because we're not in the worst situation as compared to other places around the world who are going through way worse situations than we are. To me, I'm just trying to do my best, do my part in all of this, staying away from people, trying to stay clean, cleaning our house, and just making sure I don't get crazy and panicky over what's going on. So for any of you who are international, I wish you all the best. I know there's so many countries around the world that are not in good places right now, and it's really scary for you. So I hope that my videos, or even anything I've done on my channel, just as far as I've gone back, can give you some lightness to your day. So for everyone watching this who is in a crazy situation, whether it be minor or it be really, really scary, my heart goes out to you. We will get through this. It may be hard and we might have to make sacrifices, but we will get through this. And hopefully we'll learn some lessons when this sort of dies down a bit. and we can move on to our normal everyday lives again. But until then, we're stuck at home, so I'm doing my part, and hopefully I can just get stuff out to you guys so you can not focus on the craziness. So yeah, so that's pretty much it for this vlog. Again, thank you guys so much for tagging along with me on my day. If you guys like this video, please give it a thumbs up. Leave me comments down below of what videos you want me to do on my channel, and just check out my other videos, anything like that. I would really appreciate it. And also don't forget to hit the little bell icon so you can be notified about my latest videos as well. That's all I have for you guys today, and until the next video, bye! Mwah. Stay safe, everybody.